Hello everyone, welcome to my weekly stream where I try and get some code done. I'm Kyle. I've been doing these live streams for about a year now, I don't know. And each week I dial on and show you guys what I'm working on and struggling on, really. Today I'm not feeling all too great. I'm suffering from a little bit of pain from a non-COVID related or fitness related issue. But hopefully that will be better in a few more days. We have some good news though with our challenge which we've been doing. We've been trying to find a hosting provider and a strategy where we can get our administration panel we've been working on for a long time deployed to the internet, and then that out of the way will give us a good base. Without us being able to deploy it, we're at a very stuck point because we're just developing software and it's going nowhere. We had a response from QB, I think that's how it said, where we now have early access to their private beta or public beta, it is now. So I have access to that now, it's great. And there is one stipulation, is that they deploy via a Docker container. So we need to Dockerize our application, which we've not done yet fully. We've been playing around with it over the weekend, but nah, we've not really got there. So we're gonna try and get the Dockerized version of our administration panel working today. If we do, then we can try out our new hosting provider and see how that works. And Dockerizing this project also opens up some more doors for some different deployment strategies. So I hope that you are strapped in, you got yourself a cup of tea, some water, maybe some snacks. I've got myself some water, no tea, no snacks for me. And join me on the journey where we continue our failures of deploying software to the internet. So let me get our program up. We have so far put into play a few Docker files and like compose files. I have Docker downloaded. If you're not downloaded Docker, I guess you go to docker.com, docker.io, and follow the tutorials there on how to get Docker set up. But we're not going to go through one of those. We've already got it localized on my machine. It's running in the background, and we should be at a point where we can run or build our application. You can see here I've tried running it earlier today, but we can do Docker build our current directory, I think it is, and that should build the Docker file in our local file, and it's sitting there already. So I already have it set up with Docker Compose as well, which really helps. So Docker Compose up, and I'm going to open up in another tab as well, just to show what code we got going on as well. To make that happen, let's make the code a bit bigger. So for the Docker Compose command, we just have this service, which is the Nuxt.js application, which is running on these ports and this bridge. I kind of copied this from some other person's deployment. So whether it works or not, we're going to find out. It's listed on port 3000, and none of these ports are that. So I'm going to change these ports to 3000 and see if we can get our Docker Compose to pipe those through from the built application. So now I can maybe open up onto our live stream tab, local host 3000. Brilliant, great. Well, we have our Nuxt application running, but it's not running because it's complaining that view select is not available, not a node module available to itself, which is very confusing. So let's have a look at our Docker file and see whether we can figure out what's happening with that. Production, got to copy all that. So this initial one is going to try and build. Maybe if I drop off this production mode on that and then rebuild it, it will include, I think what's happening here, where my mind is at here, is when we use production, it's going to grab these dependencies in and ignore all these dev dependencies. But these dependencies are required for the application running. So I got two ways. I can move these dependencies into these dev dependencies into dependencies, which probably would make better sense, or get the application to build in non-production mode. So I wanted to test that production tag, see if we can get it to build and include those, and that would confirm that our setup here is slightly wrong. And I need to do some research into which is the best way about that. So while that's doing, Nuxt.js production build package dependencies. Let's have a look, see what people are saying. Automate that. Ah, here we go. Oh, great. Can I look at a cached version of that page? Because this looks like build Nuxt.js on production required dev dependencies. Ah, there we go, cached. Here it's recommended to install those packages as dev. Should not be used. Oh, join the build step. Make sure you uninstall for dev dependencies. Of course you can copy them to dependencies. This is the right way. And Stack Overflow. So yeah, if you do not install the dev package, it will not be available during build time. Okay. And each time I make a change to the Docker file, I had to rebuild it, which takes about 5 minutes. So yeah, I got those two options: is move a whole chunk of these into dependencies, or get it to build as without the production mode. Let's do some research into yarn -- production. What does it really do? Yarn will not install any package from dev dependencies if the node environment variable is set to production. Use this flag to ignore. Okay, so it'll still complain at us. No problem. I guess this is a case of grabbing these and moving them up there. It's probably going to complain a lot more, so I'm just going to put them all into dependencies, being super lazy about it, and then I'll see which ones it can call. So we're going to kill off this build because we have this env production which will put that tag on, so it's going to result in the same outcome. And I want to dev up build at the same time. Again, it's going to take a few minutes for it to do that. Hopefully not too long. I'm not restarting my machine today, so we might have some more issues and just quickly run out of space. Each and every time, I really don't know where all this space is going, but Docker instances do not make things easier. So what I've been doing while I've been building these containers is go into these images, and I got these old ones from days ago, and I just removed them to save some space. And once these toasts have removed, containers and apps, have we got anything running? I'll leave that as is for now. So now we clean that up. So that's interesting. And no log file. Do not read the generated. Do I have that? It says no frozen log file. What does frozen log file do? Again, I copied these setups from the tutorial on Nuxt.js. We go to one of the pages. Oh, they've changed it. Docs. And there should be. Okay, I need to search for it now. Thank you, Nuxt, for changing everything. And the search didn't work then for a second. Everything's changed. This has caught me off guard. I didn't check. There used to be a whole bunch of ways on how to deploy this. Like this. Go to a history page. Ah, cool. We found one of them. Is there a way to navigate to? Everything's changed. Explore integrations. Okay, it's underneath that. Okay, so they've listed things as integrations. This is the first time I've seen this. And we were looking at Cube. I don't know how that's pronounced. And we basically copied what's going on there, or here. Let's see how our build is going. Slow. Pain. We're back down to like 800 megahertz again. Doing things really. Hurry up, Apple, and release your next Apple Mac so I can hurry up and give you some more money so I can get a new machine. Because this is stupid. Dreadfully slow. Ugh. Painfully. But what can we do? We can just sit here and wait for 800 megahertz to chew through making a Docker image. And part of software engineering which I do not like. Waiting. At this rate, I should just play some games on my other machine. It'd be quicker. 5 whole minutes already. I feel like I can't even click on anything because it's just going to make the system slower. Create some memory from Chrome. Appears that there's trouble connecting to your network. Mate, I've got a gigabit connection. It's not that. Are we going to have to do a computer restart again on stream because it's just not performing? Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm really annoyed. This is boring, just watching the screen do the thing. What do you think of the music? Music's good, isn't it? I think it's the Soft Beats playlist. Let's see. Didn't even render anything to the screen. You know what I think Stream Deck should do is a foot pedal, so you can change the stream with your feet. At the moment I've got this Stream Deck where I can change the scenes and stuff, but I had to use my hands to do that. If I was playing video games, I may want to do it by foot pedal, or if I was doing something different and didn't want to make it obvious that I was controlling the broadcast. Cool. Logging back in. Give that a try. I got my secondary laptop, my work laptop, which has the chat on, and I got just like a stream feedback from what's going out live, and I could move it behind here so I can actually be more engaging. Just keep in mind that. close down Finder. Still waiting for the machine to finish starting up and calm itself down. Still chewing through a lot of things. Wow. Really annoyed with these technical issues. And unresponsive machines. Totally not fun. I only use this machine once a week, and it gets worse and worse each week. And I haven't really got the time to do a factory reinstall. It might take me a few weeks to get around to doing that. So I guess just sitting here waiting for this machine to do its thing is all I can do. It's really not allowing me to progress today. Today we're going to deploy to our application to the internet. First, we need to format our computer. No, I'm actually quite tempted to do that. Spend tonight doing that. Literally no resource. Let's force kill this program if it allows us, because that's really annoying. The problem with doing a factory install is I don't want to do it because I got a weekly script which I need to run on this machine and this machine only, and I'm not to set on the newest version of operating system. And I've not had the time to do that. So there's a massive list of things which I'd have to do and fix on this before Friday. Well, this is really unusable. What I'm going to do is nip to the other room and grab myself a hard drive, and I guess we're going to do some backup. And we're back. I just plugged in a hard drive and see what sort of state I've got. But that's something which I'd have to do off stream because there's of course sensitive data, and by the looks of it I'm still not getting any performance yielded back from a machine. So this stream, or what I was trying to do today, is dead in the water until whatever kernel task is taking up 516% of my resource. And yeah, that's probably because it's having to swap a lot of data in and out of a very limited amount of hard disk space, or disk space. That's what's causing it to bottleneck. Not a lot I can do with that. So I've got to end it. Oh yeah, hello. I don't know how to progress with this. I don't have another machine to go to work on. Oh well, I tried today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up my data and clear off the hard drive as much as I can. If I can get that to a reasonable state, remove a whole bunch of stuff. Tonight I might jump back on and see if we can progress on with our work. If I have any energy over the rest of this week or weekend to do the stream, I would. Otherwise, it could be next week where I just continue fighting with my machine to get a bloody website deployed. So thank you very much for trying to enjoy a bit of time with me. Hopefully we can get at it another time. So have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys real soon.
Get